serious message coming through about warns us that ignoring reality in favor of easy comfort always catches up to us. Let's see what's coming in right now. Sagittarius collective, the Empress. Nice. You're pimping. This is kind of crazy. I've been wrong before. But isn't this supposed to be fun? This time of your life is supposed to be fun. You know, so you're probably really tired. And the message in that is the cost, you know, and the price that we pay day to day. We are exhausted. And, you know, we're just sitting there. It's like maybe talking to a friend, and you know, you're just like, okay, I'm tired, I'm torn between a couple of things that I want to do here, decisions that I need to make, and you know, I'm like, I just can't see straight right now. With a sharp pain after something happened. You know, we couldn't come through. We've got security issues, false security issues around you. A popularity contest, right? We're not supposed to have to backlash, prove who's right and who's wrong. It's probably not as stupid. It's probably not as stupid as we think. Everyone is mirroring each other, even on the internet, even on your one-night stands when you take them home, and whatever you got yourself into, it's not like you didn't notice. And so we're asking, hey, can I ask you? And you won't ask if you don't know. Fortunately, we find evil in some of the most spiritual places. People in power, the people that have the control. You know, that if that's who we're leaning on, who you're leaning on, and you're finding out that they're out to lunch. You know, it's like, and it's like their will be done. So in toxic positivity, we are allowing someone else to lead, and they're leading in the wrong direction. But it's not doing it your way, you see. So we need to do that our way. Okay, so the reasons that we as significant Sagittarius risings or ascendant continue, we're safe, we're comfortable, we're loyal to a fault here, but we like the challenge. We like the challenge. You know, we have this ability to exploit that shit and allow people to exploit themselves. You know, it's kind of like, that's how you responded to that, or that's how you be. Do you? The more kinder side, the I love my neighbor side, I'm loyal to my bro, my girl, whatever. A teacher, a guide, a mentor. Showing you are drawing on your natural charm and charisma to woo others. Right now, it's got you feeling free, all giddy. I hear a lot of laughter in that. And so what we've got going on at that crossroad currently is the Page of Wands, but it's coming up on the flip. The message in that is the cost. We are exhausted. It is Saturn retrograde if you're as tired as I am. The reason is, fuck it. We've got a real just fuck it attitude right now. And, we're just sitting there. It's like maybe talking to a friend. And, you're just like, okay, I'm tired. I'm torn on this. So the truth is, doing the right thing or, whistleblowing on a corrupt system is incredibly difficult today, and it reminds us that the truth is rarely a popularity contest, right? And then in meditation, I'm all like Sagittarius rising, Sagittarius, sun, moon are rising. It's like toxic positivity in echo chambers is when people in positions of power or someone you believe in and listen to says everything is fine, look at the bright side, like no danger is really coming. In the recent past, the Three of Swords in reverse, left standing in the rain. In the recent past, gave you a false sense of security, and it came with a heavy consequence. The loop, the positive toxicity, doing the right thing, again, is still incredibly difficult to do today. So, it's reversed, So the Three of Swords can indicate that you have gone through some hard times. We have. And you were hurt by the situation that affected us deeply, right? Yeah. So it could be a past like some bullshit betrayal. But you already knew about that. And you would, there's these people are, wow, Three of Swords in reverse, yeah. They're like, they would stab their own best friend. For sure. Those types of people. Again, the entire, like, somebody's money, something that they treasure. Okay, and there are so many things that we would never understand how they would why they do that. When they prophesize lies to people, falsely reassuring them that everything will be okay, and we know the truth. We know that what they say will be okay is not going to be okay. Been there, done that, got the t-shirt to prove it in the Three of Swords. Yeah. So what's at the crown? Petty cash, petty battles. This is a petty argument. But yeah, it brings terror on every side. And it's been a matter of trust. Doing the right thing, or, whistleblowing on a corrupt system is incredibly difficult today, And so, it's like being in jail. Somebody, it just feels like I'm going to get in trouble if I just say what I need to say. Whatever that question is for you guys. To call it out, to call out the system, to call out the issues. And in some arenas we are. But I think we're facing intense backlash. Or we know the rules. This is fire energy around that has this power. There's this fire energy around that has this power. Could be a sun sign of, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. That's another person or you. It's a big deal. It affects everybody's money. It's only about money or passion or sex. There's no feelings in it. But it's not doing it your way, you see. So we need to do that our way. It's almost entertaining to sit back and watch, because we know there's a message. And we know from experience in the Empress, that's exactly speaks of that aged experience in knowing that this can get out of hand real quick. But instead of the Emperor, we got the Empress for you guys, and that's the softer side. Just depends on how you were raised, and how you feel and what you believe in. And how far you're willing to go. But you have considerable versatility in your ability, because Judgment in reverse calls for a real serious look into this. Fear how others will judge you. I ain't no snitch. To clear those past mistakes and regrets and any associated guilt or shame. We just got to work on our self-forgiveness, man. You got to allow yourself, why are you so letting them get away with it? The reason is, fuck it. We've got a real just fuck it attitude right now. Chaos. And the Judgment in reverse. And Judgment in reverse is not being able to escape the truth on this. So the truth is, doing the right thing, or, whistleblowing on a corrupt system is incredibly difficult today, and it reminds us that the truth is rarely judgment. Oh, judgment. Like that. That was the first one. What happened? No, it wasn't. Hold up. We got some amateurs. They ignore the hard truths, the data, the real problem, to keep people comfortable, right? And we know that. So, and we are being warned of false positivity So how do we see you guys? How does everybody else see you? Let's see what it really looks like. Okay, so you have a lot of questions in the Star in reverse. Again, we've lost hope and faith, all hope and faith in this system. People have broke promises here. Them's opposing forces. That they're opposing. I oppose. Withdrawn. Battling, fighting it out. If this is an established relationship, though, it can mean that you both need to work, juggle out some priorities to make this work. But I think in general, we're just going to have to juggle your priorities. You know what that means? Truth is unpopular, but necessary, you see, in this. Always. Truth will set you free. The truth will set anybody free. New ventures or projects, and they're just not turning out the way that you'd hoped. Your eagerness to start something new has been hampered. Things are being hampered. You might be worrying. So don't worry. But you're choosing to keep this private. And there's a lot of false prophets. It's like there's people out there saying that it's going to be fine. There's nothing to worry about. They are not letting you know of the future. There's a lot of it out there. Because of the Page of Wands in reverse. That is a message. Overall, you are heralding this very positive attitude. And this is going to warn us. You appreciate beautiful things, You're very sensitive. You could be a mother and a friend. That's what we're trying to do. We're trying to come from that place of love, right? So and this is the moon. This is kind of crazy. Deep, emotional. They see you as a very deep individual. But for you, it's like the moon proves the echo chamber, the loop. And whatever you got yourself into, it's not like you didn't notice or know that. Am I asking the right questions? I think someone's asking too many questions. Somebody's asking way too much of us. And we just really wish that it was the way that it used to be. There are some things going on in our lives as Sagittarius rising, as Sagittarius energy, that we were promised in the recent past, and we shouldn't even have to ask. But for some reason, we still have these people in our wheelhouse. And so we're asking, hey, can I ask you? And the weight of reality is breaking through the facade of that. And here we get the Six of Cups. It's time to turn over a new leaf and start afresh. The moon. And the moon, on a personal level, you may be uncertain about your direction, where to take this. You know, I'm like, I just can't see straight right now, right? So I'm like, fuck it. They're still, the Four of Swords, in recovery. They're clocked out. They're off the job. The lights are on, but no one's home. And so, you know, it's like being in jail. You know, somebody, you know, it just feels like I'm going to get in trouble if I just say what I need to say. The Four of Swords. Okay, so the Four of Swords, let's see, the Four of Swords suggests the need for seclusion. Somebody needs solitude, time to negotiate your situation, and time apart from others to gather your thoughts and your feelings. Judgment in reverse. That pimp isn't delivering. That cake don't bake, so we do need one more card for advice. And then I gotta go. King of Wands. You know, it's like the Empress, the King of Wands. You're like, whoa, hold on. We come from two different planets. But the King of Wands is also good Sagittarius energy. So it's like, again, that positivity. We're being so charismatic. We're learning the rules. And, or we know the rules. This is fire energy around that has this power. And it's like this sheer willpower. And it's like their will be done. So in toxic positivity, we are allowing someone else to lead, and they're leading in the wrong direction. There's this place, and you're benefiting from it by doing business with this, you know, judgment in reverse. It's not right. But it's not doing it your way, you see. So we need to do that our way, and how far you're willing to go. But you have considerable versatility in your ability. It's like if you want to be successful, you will be. The King of Wands reminds us that things are blossoming in the right direction. This could be someone that you're dealing with that has the pull some strings for you. They're willing to go and do the footwork for you. They might have been in jail or prison before. This isn't somebody that's sleeping, laying around all the time. This is, how do you say that? Oh, well. The King of Wands, having the inability to, you don't have the energy to smooth things over. This person's a womanizer. Hold on. showing you are drawing on your natural charm and charisma, or it's this area or this place. It's going to bring you profit. Take your responsibilities seriously. Yeah. Take your responsibilities very seriously. Think of new ways to do things. You're going to have to get creative here. Think of new ways to do things and never stop believing in yourself. That's something, because that Three of Swords, with the Hermit being in reverse between the Three of Swords in reverse and the Page of Wands in reverse, if that's the way it is, these people are falsely reassuring you that everything will be fine. And, you know, it's like, you've been there, done that, got the t-shirt to prove it. There's no way you know that what they're saying is fine. It's a false reality. So if you're having health issues of any kind, look at them from a different perspective. And all of this is going to be about looking at things in a different perspective. I think you're trying to really see everybody else's perspective and kind of accept all of that bullshit and kind of weave around it. But it's too early. We've asked the question too soon. You need to consider adding something to your regimen, and then it may come through in the tarot reading here too. But if your friendships, partnerships, business-ships, relationships are experiencing trouble, it is definitely a reminder to be more forthcoming and honest with each other. So I just think it's time that we take a look at this situation, and there's, you know, it's just because if it's continually upsetting you, truth is necessary. It will build up if you don't speak it. But I'm going to find out why we're not speaking the truth about it, who we're trying to protect in this danger of toxic positivity. And I feel like I'm in an echo chamber. So today we see this when leaders, influencers, and algorithms create echo chambers. Everybody is ignoring the fucking truth, and the data is there. You know, it's like the real problems just to keep everybody comfortable. Well, that's what we doing. We just doing all this to stay comfortable. So there's a message. It's going to warn that ignoring reality in favor of easy comfort always catches up to us. So let's see what we're getting into. Before you step out of the spotlight and be like, it wasn't me. It's about comfort. You appreciate beautiful things, you know. You're very sensitive. You could be a mother and a friend. That's what we're trying to do. We're trying to come from that place of love, right? So